Well, hello there. It's time for another episode of 44-foot Marine Trader Rehab. I've got my dad on the boat, who's 90. I've got our friend who's 95, who was the previous owner of the boat. I'm not sure if they're going to want to be filmed. I'll ask them when I get in there. But today we're going to see if we can get one of these motors to spin. Maybe hook up the head, because that's kind of something that I would like to have on here, so I don't have to run off every time I got to use it. Here we go. How's that? That looks pretty good, I would say. Now we got more of that to do and fix that. There's a lot to do. Many episodes to come. We're gonna get this AC in. All right, so here we are inside the boat. We are going to take starter off, and I can see one of the bolts right there. Hopefully it's just got two. And then we are going to put our wrench on those flywheel teeth and see if it'll move. I brought my camera, and of course I left it on, and so now I can't look down into those cylinders. So we may try and charge that later. Okay, there's starter out. Now we're gonna get in there and see if we can find some teeth in there. Get this red wire out of the way and see if we can make this thing move. There's our flywheel. We're not getting any movement there, so I really need that camera to look at these cylinders. All right, both motors are pretty well locked up, so this is bad. This is our waste tank. We're gonna put a little new hose on that. Once we'll knock that out, work on getting one of these heads working maybe. Okay, thing is fixed. All right, so now this is several days later. All of a sudden, the motors on this boat are just frozen. And when I first looked at the boat, I got on the boat and I was like, these motors are frozen. This is the very first time I got on there. There was some kind of wrench on them, and the things wouldn't move. And initially, based on what the guy wanted, I was like, I'm not going to touch this boat. But of course, I couldn't stop thinking about it, and it's really what I had been looking for quite a while. And then I ended up getting the boat for $3,500. So I think if this boat had two running motors in it and was relatively clean, I think I could get 25 or 30 grand for it, because clean ones are, selling for 70, 80, or 100. And all this is conjecture. I mean, who knows what it's actually worth? And I don't really care what it's actually worth, because the goal is to run it and keep it just like we've done with the motorhome. So I've got a new camera that I want to stick down these cylinders, and I'm sure, regardless of what I see, I'm going to have to pull the heads off them, and we'll probably have to pick them up and lead them on their sides and take off the oil pan and pop some pistons out, and it's going to be a whole thing. But I'm okay with that, and in fact, I'm looking forward to recording all that and going through the process, because there's nothing on YouTube I can find, or in the internet in general, of anybody making any videos of taking apart one of these Lehman motors. And they're pretty straightforward, pretty simple. I'm not sure if I'll have to take off the injection pump. That could be a little tricky, because then there's a timing issue. But anyway, this is all mechanical gobbledygook. Let's go there and let's put this new camera down the motor and see what we see for starters. Could you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you be? Won't you be? Please, won't you be my neighbor? Okay, so I'm also gonna get, since we're gonna be doing this engine work, we're gonna get more fuel off the boat. There's two 55-gallon drums inside the boat. So let me get these barrels out of here and get them over there. Okay, there's one barrel. Get the other one. Okay, so we're gonna try to get these two things off of here. They're both full. It's 110 gallons of diesel. So let's get that off of here as we prepare. And I'll continue to get stuff off of here, all this crap, or at least store it somewhere else. Actually, this area here will be good. So our plug there still has juice, so that's good. I could hook up the AC, but for right now I'll just mess with these tanks. We're waiting for Jay to get here, my friend Jay, so we can both see the inside of the motors together. All right. Okay, I've got my incredible Amazon $60 transfer pump in there. And now we're gonna bring this barrel back here and shoot half of it into there and get that to the truck. Okay, that's out of the way. Now we got this one left. And we've got that barrel out there. That's 2/3 full. I'm gonna take that out. Fill this up 2/3 full. Then I don't know what I'm doing. Actually, I guess I just take the contents of that once I get that in the truck and fill that all the way up. I guess that's what I'll do. Okay, so this barrel's empty. I just took a little off the top and put it in there. And that one is probably 2/3 full, which is maybe a bit much to handle, but I'm gonna take that up to the truck. This one I'll make half full, and then I will take that up there. I don't know, I'm getting very confused. I think if I put half of this in this and half of it in that, then that one's empty. Then I can bring these 1, 2, 3 up to the truck and consolidate. That's the idea, at least. The wonderful thing I keep bragging about, this already broke. So you're gonna have to get, the spring came out. Anyway, here we go. So I'm having to go like this. But you know what? It looks like that our tube is not all the way down into the barrel. So let's stop this for a second and get that tube in there. We're at the truck and we're gonna fill this one all the way up. I've got my vice grips holding that on now, so I can do this with one hand and film. Okay, so we got, now those each have 55 gallons in them and they're all locked in here. And now I'll give this to my assistant and you can just run this for a second. This is how we're getting the barrels back to the barrel area. You will Flintstone these barrels all the way back. Okay, you get the idea. Phew. All right. Got all the fuel off of here. I got the there's the guy I got it from. I got his blast heater off of here, a battery charger, and a sump pump. So now let's take this and see what's in this motor. Okay, this is a fuel tank which has some surface on it, surface rust. I think we stop about there. So I think this one might be salvageable. I hope. We'll have to get all that surface rust off of there and see what their top is like. So that's a fuel tank. That's obviously on. That's another valve to shut something off. This is the there's the front of the boat. So that's the starboard fuel tank. Okay. So we're gonna go right down in that injector hole. Let's see how this thing works, see if we can record it. Okay, so here is the oil pan. We've got a lot of room under there. I think this oil pan will come off in here without having to do anything. Worst case scenario, we get we just pick the thing up and block up under here and under the other one, you know, probably with a couple pieces of 6x6s, and we'd be fine. And I have a small little gantry thing I could span it with and pick up the front and do that and pick up the back. So this head is going to come off. So we looked into the cylinders. Hopefully I've just been able to share that video in this video. But this is looking like it's going to be pretty straightforward. And then the other thing I want to know is, as far as the tank goes, at some point I'm going to take this off, because I mean, that's where the fuel tank's coming out of right there. If these tanks are FUBAR'd, oh shit, you can actually see the level of fuel in that tank on that tube.
Sure is.
And that fucking thing is full.
Yep.
So that's full of fuel, and maybe the other one is too. So we just learned about that. That's pretty cool. All right, so in the top of the tank, like I said, the one side didn't look bad. As long as the top of the tank's good, we don't have to mess with these tanks. So that's going to be for next time to discover. All right, last thing we're going to do is we're going to look at this area up here that got sanded and a little bit of polyurethane on here, and this looks great. This looks very nice. So it looked like that, and now it looks like this. So my friend Jay, he's doing lots of work. I guess I should introduce Jay to the camera, shouldn't I? Since Jay's going to be on here a bunch. This is our next area to deal with, and then we'll do that little strip there, and it's just little by little, it's just going to get better and better. And he swept up around here, so there's not shit getting clogged in the thing. Okay, this is my buddy Jay here. Hi Jay, say hi to the people.
Hi Eric, hi
YouTube
listening audience out there, viewing audience.
So Jay did the part up front I just told you about, and of course he actually also painted that, which just came out great. And we're going to do a bunch of work together here. We're gonna
I'm
get this
rewarded with a pet toy.
He's got
this keeps me busy if
yes.
I get nervous.
He just chews on that thing. So that's good. So we got some good news about the motor and some good news about our fuel tank. This fuel tank looks great on the top, and we saw the fuel in there. So, okay. So there's Jay, and we're going to see lots more of Jay. Well, and so this concludes another episode. So what we did this afternoon was we got rid of 2 of the 55-gallon drums of fuel that were on the boat, and they are now in the back of my truck. We put the camera down into the engine, and we determined that we are going to have to do a bunch of work to these engines. Probably re-sleeve them, which is fine, because that way when we're done, this is assuming the crank is okay. Hoping the crank is going to be okay. We won't find that out until we tear it apart. Even if we had to have the crank taken to a machine shop, we could do that. We could do anything. We can do anything we want to do. We just have to do it. So anyway, I'm happy about the fuel tanks. They seem like they're okay, I guess. Now, of course, I'm wondering why the fuel in there wasn't red. You know, God knows what that is. And I'm thinking, shit, do I have to pump out 500 gallons of God knows what? All in the boating adventure. So we also got to look at the little bit of teak that Jay did up front. That's the first start of the teak. So that looked good. We're going to continue to polish this thing and make it look better and better, and I'm going to be digging into the engines, and it's going to be a lot of work. There's a lot of systems, the plumbing, I mean it's the electrical system. There's no end to the fun. So anyway, that's a little short episode. We'll see you again soon. Thanks.